What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas and today I'm going to provide you a video again on FedEx, and I don't want this stock to go unnoticed. I really don't. I think that it has a ton of potential, and this stock has honestly been building and building with the coronavirus. It's obviously getting a lot of hype because of the coronavirus, and so I really want to provide you a very detailed video on the direction in which this stock is headed. Like I said, I don't want it to go unnoticed. So if you're interested in FedEx, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before I start throwing boxes your way, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to ship into this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to provide a ton of information on this stock because I really do think it goes unnoticed when it comes to the likes of YouTube. I don't think a lot of people hit on this stock, and obviously it isn't a shiny, amazing electrical vehicle, and it's really not in the news a ton when it comes to the YouTube, atmosphere. But I do want people to understand that this stock has been doing amazing. And with the coronavirus impacting the world, this is one company that has been able to capitalize on that and still provide a major service to everyone who has been working from home, who has been quarantined at home. We are getting to the point now where we're going to start getting into FedEx's peak season, the holiday time. People are going to start making all kinds of online purchases, and those things have to get shipped. And that one way is going to be FedEx. There is a ton of people out there that are upgrading this stock and really saying that there is a ton more potential. And I agree 100%. I'm invested in this stock. I got in at a very good price point. When obviously the coronavirus first impacted, obviously the entire stock market, and I wish I would have been able to get a ton more. There's a lot of people out there that say there's a chance that this thing could hit $500. Of $500, because I think that this price point is absolutely amazing, and it rightfully so could reach $500. Like I stated, we are heading into its most important time of the year, and that is peak season, that is holiday season, that is delivery time, like crazy. So I'm going to swing over here and provide you some information and an article supporting the $500 stock price. So it says the ingredient needed for FedEx to double its share price in 3 years are not extreme, Citi analyst Christian Weatherby said Friday in a note to clients. FedEx stock was up 4% last week after beating estimates on the top of the bottom lines for its fiscal first quarter. The stock has gained 60% this year as the pandemic increased demand for home deliveries. Weatherby said there are three keys to stock moving significantly higher. It's possible that we're at the front end of a multi-year pricing cycle and parcel that could be transformative to both FedEx and UPS. If we are there, it is a reasonable bull case in which FedEx's share price can double to $500. Which I do believe, I really do. And then one thing we got to keep in mind, as we continue to progress in the last mile delivery, and as we continue to progress, towards the future of last mile delivery, what are we going to start looking at? And that is going to be drone delivery. I've done tons and tons of videos on Ag Eagle, who I really think is going to have a partnership with a major e-commerce, because that's the direction we're going. But I do feel that that is another reason why FedEx could potentially get to $500 is if at some point down the road they find a way to make a partnership, or they start taking on the likes of a drone aspect. There's still a ton of potential for the likes of FedEx, and with them constantly dominating the quarterly earnings, I think that we're going to get there. In all honesty, there is another aspect to FedEx, and it isn't necessarily just the holiday season and the box delivery. We got to keep thinking we are in a major pandemic, and we actually unfortunately just hit 1 million deaths in the United States. Like I said, that is very unfortunate, and you don't want to see that. But we are progressing towards a vaccine to hopefully cure this pandemic. And with that being said, these vaccines are going to be shipped across the United States somehow. Well, that's where FedEx is going to have its hand in helping this matter, and that's getting the vaccines out across the United States to wherever they need to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you an article on not only, that aspect, but a little bit more on quarterly earnings and some of what the analysts are saying. So swinging over here, it says FedEx is poised for a big quarter that could help propel its shares sharply higher, according to Deutsche Bank. The bank upgraded the stock buy from hold, bringing FedEx to the same rating as Deutsche Bank has for rival UPS. The stocks have been praised on Wall Street in recent weeks ahead of the holiday shipping season and a distribution of a potential coronavirus vaccine. We see upcoming results for both companies as having potential to exhibit very strong pricing power, the benefits of which are likely to still being underappreciated, Deutsche Bank said in a note. And I do think that that's very, very important. And another reason why I think that this stock price could potentially hit the likes of $500. With, obviously getting the vaccines out is going to be a major part when it comes to the shipping aspect. This thing I'm hitting on and focusing on is the fact that this stock has been able to really capitalize during a pandemic. It has provided a major service and continue to provide services in the future revolving around the pandemic, and it's only growing in a positive direction. So I'm going to provide you a final piece of information on this, and this is actually coming from Trefis. And so it says, firstly, FedEx has seen a significant improvement in residential deliveries of late. Residential volume accounted for 72% of total U.S. domestic volume in Q4 fiscal 2020, compared to 56% figure in the prior year quarter. Usually business deliveries are more profitable compared to residential deliveries, but despite the growth in residential deliveries, FedEx managed to grow its earnings, implying an expansion of margins on the residential side as well. And now with economies gradually opening up, the higher margin business deliveries will expand, further boosting the margins. Secondly, the investments made to expand the offerings in the ground segment in fiscal 2020 will likely start paying off for FedEx now. For instance, FedEx has expanded 7-day residential delivery coverage to more than 95% of the U.S. population. It is also working toward modernization of line haul networks for better productivity. Finally, lower fuel costs will also bolster overall margins in the near term. Overall, we believe FedEx is poised to see a strong margin expansion over the coming years. And I could not agree more. I really couldn't. I think that that's very, very key, because obviously we understand that, yes, residential has increased due to the coronavirus, but with businesses starting to open back up and obviously are going to have to start doing shipping, that department is going to increase as well. It says the second trigger is an improved trajectory for FedEx's revenues over the second half of the year. We expect the company to report $75.2 billion in revenue for the fiscal 2021, 8.6% higher than the figure for the fiscal 2020. With many countries gradually opening up for the economy now, the business deliveries are expected to rise, while demand for residential deliveries will likely remain high, with people preferring to order from home in the near term. Combine the two triggers and we see the company reporting an EPS of $15.67 for fiscal 2021 compared to $9.56 in fiscal 2020 on an adjusted basis. So like I said, this company is growing and it's doing the right things, and there is still a ton of growth potential moving forward with a potential drone partnership down the line, and that being a way to deliver. There's just so much going for this delivery service. I've come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time, and I am excited for you guys to see this chart. So let's swing on over here and check out FedEx. So today it opened at $254.99. It got as high as $258.20, and its low was $249.12. Its volume was 2.058 million. Its market cap is $66.57 billion. Its 52-week high is $259.95. Its 52-week low is $88.69, and its average volume is 3.654 million. It closed today down. It was at $253.50. That was down only 0.37%, but in the after hours it's gone up, finishing out the day at $253.50, up 0.04%. Now this, like I said, this is a 1 month chart, and what I really want to focus on is we were down a little bit, but then we reported quarterly earnings, and it was a tremendous quarterly earnings. And I do think with a lot of people changing their outlook on this company, and speaking of analysts, they're changing their ratings, and a lot of them are converting over to buys. I think that's only providing a lot more helpful evidence for this stock, and as it's continuing driving up. As we continue to get closer and closer to the holiday season as well, I think that that's helping drive this stock up. And obviously a lot of people are still making online orders and still requiring those obviously deliveries to their homes, and some of the businesses are opening up getting deliveries shipped to them as well. Plus, I still think the idea of a vaccine shipment is what's driving this stock price in the upward direction as well, because like I said, those vaccines, once they are fully developed and they are ready to ship out, someone's going to have to ship them, and FedEx is going to have their hand in on that. I really do appreciate you guys swinging by. I really do think that this stock is floating under the radar for most people, and that's why I wanted to present a video to you guys, especially on YouTube, because I think that this stock needs to be noticed, and it really is a good opportunity. I do want to remind you guys, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only, and that's what I'm here to do, entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.